The Aquadapt PhilCam or Philippine Cambodia project, an initiative under the International Institute of Rural Reconstruction, seeks to help find inclusive and nature-based climate solutions to issues in small-scale aquaculture.
Aquadapt was designed in order to respond to issues related to the fact that smallholders are usually left out of small-scale aquaculture.
5 locations were selected across the 2 countries representing various ecosystems. The International Institute of Rural Reconstruction, with support from IDRC Canada and the Government of Canada, worked in a consortium mode with regional agencies, universities, and research organizations in both the Philippines and Cambodia.
The consortium really helped us to achieve more than we would have had we done it ourselves.
The Leyte Saba Basin peatland, or LSBP, is the second largest peatland ecosystem in the Philippines. People have been living in and around it for a long time, but we are just starting to learn about it. Peatlands, for instance, are a highly effective carbon sink. They also collectively cool the planet, but climate change and human activity such as indiscriminate logging threaten these functions. In the LSBP, the biggest challenges identified are disaster risk and biodiversity loss. Peatlands are a type of wetland always covered by water, but prolonged hot and dry seasons threaten to expose the peat and dry vegetation becomes susceptible to grass fires. But heavy rainfall events could also be a problem.
Ang isang peatland, kung siya ay isang healthy peatland, ang kanyang role ay mag-absorb ng tubig. Pero kung siya ay degraded, ang tubig na dapat ina-absorb niya ay napupunta sa ating mga komunidad.
The peatlands are a good source of fish, but some practices have harmed it, such as electrofishing and tubli, or the use of poisonous plants to immobilize the fish. Even the grass and sedges are sometimes burned to expose the fish and make them easier to catch. If the people had a more steady source of food and income, would they stop these harmful practices? Through the Aquadapt project, the IIRR and its partners introduced the use of fish ponds and rice fish culture as livelihood options to the local community. While waiting to harvest rice, they have a fish source in their backyards for food and for selling.
So nakilala namin yung Aquadapt. Doon kami naturuan kung paano magbigay ng mga dahon-dahon, mga galing sa yung takangkong, yung gabi, hanggat nag-offer sila ma'am ng yung asula. Mas nakakagaan po naman sa amin yan kasi hindi naman kailangan araw-araw bibili ng feeds na pagkain.
Residents around the peatlands also learn to grow vegetables and raise livestock or poultry while tending to their fish ponds in a system called Integrated Agriculture Aquaculture. Vegetables, in addition to being a food and feed source, also provide shade over ponds, helping fish grow better.
Nag-aalaga po ng isda, mga sa peatland po na mga isda po, mga native. Tsaka yung sa ibabaw naman po, may mga tanim pong gulay.
These initiatives seem to be working. Residents around the peatlands now report fewer instances involving illegal fishing, logging, or burning practices.
Hindi man namin 100% na pero medyo nabawas-bawasan na sa ngayon. Hindi na katulad nung una na kahit saan halos magkasabay-sabay yung sunog. Ngayon ilan-ilan na lang po.
Promoting small-scale fish farming and rice fish culture among those already residing in the peatlands not only dissuades harmful practices, it also becomes a means of restoring degraded, drained sections of the peatland. Small-scale aquaculture impounds water, thus re-wetting the peat. And as we promote the farming of only peatland-sourced fish species, we help conserve biodiversity. Collaborative research with local partners also led to the discovery that the pantak or catfish in the LSBP is a native species existing with other non-native species such as turubay, gurami, and gutan, which have turned out to be invasive. We also found out that pantak is now a threatened species. Local farmers recall that the pantak used to be larger and the wetlands never seemed to run out of them just 10 years ago. Now, both the fish and the catch are smaller. The partners thus set out to study the pantak in order to learn how to protect it.
Paano natin napoprotektahan yung hindi natin alam or hindi natin kilala?
A team from Visayas State University in Tolosa took pantak from the peatlands to their laboratory to study them and find a way to breed them. If they could produce fingerlings rapidly in a controlled environment, these could be released back in the peatlands as well as distributed to farmers to raise. Despite mimicking peatland water conditions, the pantak in the lab failed to reproduce. The VSU team is exploring other methods to breed pantak with the aim of breeding other native fish species as well.
So because of this aqueduct project, time will come that the native species from the peatland mas dadami pa. At saka hindi lang makukonserve yung biodiversity but ang livelihood will become sustainable.
Na-excite din po kami every day, every time na may nagchat-chat or may nagme-message sa aming community members doon na, Sir, nag-grow na po yung ganitong organisms na binigay nyo. May na-harvest, may nabenta po kami during market day. Gusto namin na in the years to come, ang peatland, hindi po siya mawawalan ng mga resources. And one of those is because of the project that we have with Aqueduct.
To further protect the dwindling pantak population in the wild, a fish conservation zone was designated in the peatland as a place for the catfish to breed undisturbed.
Sa tulong ng IIR, sa research nila, kahit ako, ngayon ko lang nalaman na marami pa lang yung iba-ibang uri dyan sa Peatland River. Makakatulong yan kasi yung base sa ordinance, mai-implement namin yung dapat i-implement, mai-secure namin yung area para ma-preserve yan at dumami.
In February 2026, peatland-sourced catfish and gurami fingerlings from the VSU Tolosa hatchery were released in the conservation zone in Barangay Langit in Alang-Alang. The presence of these native species helps protect not just livelihoods, but biodiversity in the peatlands.
So sila ang nagturo ng mga taga rito para magkaroon ng bagong teknolohiya para magkaroon sila ng mga hanap buhay na galing din sa kanilang lugar na kanilang pinoprotektaran.
Indeed, the interventions to support and improve the livelihoods and food supply of the communities in and around the LSBP are in turn helping preserve the peatland ecosystem, including conserving native species such as the pantak. Some farmers have taken it upon themselves to be part of the solution. Ben Oliver, who was a teacher in America, decided to come back to Alang-Alang and make use of the land his parents left him. He is building a fish pond on his property to serve as a grow-out facility for pantak.
So ang purpose ko is matulungan din itong mga tao na to na gumagawa ng illegal fishing na magkaroon sila ng kabuhayan na instead na mag-illegal fishing sila.
Nelson Bernabe, president of the Sitio Mangabanga Farmers Association, and his wife Lucida have offered their own property to serve as a demo farm for rice fish culture and associated interventions.
Yun lang ang aming vision sa association. na hindi apektado mag-ano pa man yung economic ng Pilipinas, hindi sana apektado yung family ng sityo mga Farmers Association members.
Like Lucita, who took an active role supporting the Farmers Association her husband leads, and Jocelyn, who manages her family's fish and rice farm, women are often active partners and the main movers behind decisions for both farm and household, including on the adoption of farm interventions. Guided aquaculture practices protect the peatlands. They give people a source of food and income, which in turn discourages burning and illegal fishing practices. It also supports peat rewetting, thus helping maintain water depth and keeping emissions at a minimum and the risk of fires low. As residents in and around the LSBP come to understand the fragile cycle involving the well-being of the peatlands and of their own households, more and more of them are working with the leaders and members of their community to do no further harm to the peatlands.
Ang importante din sa peatland na sila ay napoprotektahan dahil iyon ang kanilang buhay at pinagkukunan ng kanilang pagkain at kanlungan din sa tuwing ito ay merong bagyo at merong mga baha.
There is much left to learn and to do about the Leyte Sab-a Basin peatlands and how it can continue to be a healthy resource and a refuge for the communities it supports for a very long time.
Hindi namin kakayanin kapag kami lang. Sana magpatuloy po yung pagsuporta ng IRR dito.
Recognizing the peatland was the first step. Now that the communities in Alang-Alang and Santa Fe are aware of this mysterious piece of nature in their midst, they can now more assuredly enjoy its gifts as well as protect it better for future generations.